Hey, fam, just wanted to get up in here and do some real talk with you, right? I know you might be hurting. I know you might be struggling, and you're trying to live the best life you can. Um, and you just seem like you just can't get through it, right? So much negative things have happened to you in your past, or even currently going about and occurring in your life right now, right? You feel probably neglected, probably abandoned, or just have those wounds from past abandonment or hurt um, or discouragement, but I want you to understand that, like, I personally went through a lot of different things in my life. Some of my Facebook friends or other people from my Instagram, like, I'm the type of person, I am very open about reality, right? And what I experience. Sometimes I'm too open with people, right? And I share too much of my personal testimony with some people. However, I have learned that when I speak something to someone or I just put myself out there, I'm speaking something that somebody needs to hear. Don't be ashamed of your past. Don't be ashamed of what you've gone through or um, what you currently struggle with, right? Because God is using everything for your good. He said everything will work out for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose, right? So we have to get into that point and that mindset of believing and understanding that He's got your back regardless, right? Like, for example, I've tried to commit suicide several times. And it's not to say woe is me or anything like that, but it's to show you, because some people are following my life and they're looking at me on Facebook and they're wondering, like, wow, he's got this and he's got that, and that's why he shouldn't have to be like, he's not dealing with what I'm dealing with. But bruh, sis, you don't never know what somebody else went through. I've lost everything several times, and God has restored every single thing unto me. And you know what has strengthened me is knowing that now, regardless of what situation I'm faced with, I know that God will bring me through it, right? I know on the other end, I'm going to come out shining regardless. And so you have to learn from your experiences. Go back over your life. As bad as it looked, as hard as it was, look at it and see how you came through. You might not have been flying colors, but you made it, right? And then see how all those doors opened unto you, even when you thought it was no way out other than trying to commit suicide or something. Your brain will play some tricks on you. I'm telling you, your brain will tell you all kinds of stuff, and people want to say, "Oh, it's the devil saying this and that." Nah, sometimes the devil does throw stuff in your head, right? Just like God will put something in your head positive, but the devil will put something negative. But it's all up to us in our own mind to try to tell ourselves, which one are we going to believe? What voices are you going to listen to? Are you gonna listen to the good or the bad? This is like the TV shows Tom and Jerry, right? When we were younger, and you would see like Tom going through those little things and like, should I eat this mouse or whatever, do this to this mouse or whatever to little Jerry, but you'll see an angel on one side and then you see the devil on the other side, right? And he's like contemplating, which way should I go, right? Because we are free willed creatures. We're going to make our own determination and our own decision, our own choice based upon what we think is best. Sometimes we make that choice just because we want to be ignorant and live that little lifestyle, whatever. We just want to be in our free will at that moment, not understanding that it could cause destruction, right? We just want to have fun, per se, right? So you have to get out of that mindset of thinking like everything that's gone bad in my life was like, oh, I'm cursed or something, and God is just punishing me and He doesn't love me. That is the furthest away from the truth. Okay? So I'm encouraging you today, if you're feeling down about something, look over your life, look over all the things you've come through, and see that God has always protected you, even in the midst, even when it looks like, oh, I'm going to have to file a bankruptcy or I'm not going to have enough money for this. Change your mind and change your thoughts, right? That is what controls your your outlook. That's what controls your future. I've walked through this, guys. I know how it feels. I know how it feels to feel alone with nobody there to talk to, nobody to go through anything with, right? I've been there. That is one reason why I started this coaching business, to help other people. I was an in home therapist before I worked for Social Security. When I got out of the military, I went back to school, got my degree in rehab psychology, and because I was trying to fix me for real, I was just trying to figure out why I was a certain way and why I did this. But also, I knew I had a calling on my life to touch other people, right? And so I was doing in home therapy with people. But then at the same time, I'm finding out and discovering that I need therapy myself. It's nothing wrong with getting therapy. And if you've already gone through therapy and you're getting that help, that is what Imitators of Christ comes in at. It's to help, like a peer support specialist, almost, in a sense, right? I'm here to help you transform into this person that God called you to be, right? But it all comes down to your choice. You have to make that, when enough is enough for you, that's when you're going to change. And that's when anybody changes. You can look at all the people in society. It doesn't change. No future changes until until you have had enough. So I'm encouraging you, keep on seeking yourself, keep on seeking God's guidance, and keep on staying with the present, right? Look at your situation. Say, yes, it might be bad. It might look like the worst. But always remember, you thought that from before. You thought it was that bad before. You thought you were never going to make it through then. And what happened? You made it through because you're more than enough. You're stronger than what you think. And we're here to encourage you and help you make it through that path, okay? Hope you have a blessed evening.